Charles Darwin would have loved the American game of baseball because it has evolved drastically over a relatively short period of time. At baseball's inception in the late 19th century, the strike zone was defined as the area between a batter's shoulders and knees. This was meant to keep the playing field as level as possible between hitters and pitchers. Pitchers didn't have to throw the ball perfectly down the middle for it to be deemed a strike. By rule, both of these pitches are strikes, and even this one would qualify. But over time, the strike zone, much like an elderly gentleman, has shrunken. It is now about the size of a shoebox, which means many quality pitches that were once strikes are now called balls. This has changed the levelness of the playing field that the original strike zone was meant to create quite a bit. For superstars, the strike zone becomes even smaller. Take Manny Ramirez, for instance. Manny is a smallish type of guy, but, going by the rules, his strike zone should look like this. However, because of a reputation for being both a good hitter and a grown man that is willing to pout, he has successfully whittled his personal strike zone down to this. This means pitches that are very good are still not good enough. The same thing goes for David Ortiz. No. David Ortiz after they started testing for steroids. His personal strike zone looks like this. The rulebook finds a strike zone looking like this. One can see where problems can arise. Windows of achievement getting smaller is seldom a good thing, and this would certainly adversely affect pro football or soccer. Logic determines that if the interpretation of the rules continues to tilt in favor of hitters and away from pitchers, the appeal of the game just may begin to tilt like this. But what do I know? I'm just a 1940s newsreel narrator.